Hi, I'm Terry Tucker, author of Sustainable Excellence: 10 Principles to Leading Your Uncommon and Extraordinary Life, and a featured author in the new book, Perspectives on Cancer: Stories of Healing, Hope, and Resilience. Welcome to another edition of Sustainable Excellence Extras. Today, I'd like to tell you the story of Roland Hayes and the courage he displayed in the face of racism. Few, if any, people listening to me have ever heard of Roland Hayes. Hayes was an African American, one of the first generation to be born into freedom in the United States. He was the first of his family to go to college. In 1917, he became the first Black classical singer to appear in Boston's Symphony Hall. By 1924, his career had progressed to the point where he was booked for a concert in Berlin, Germany. There was opposition. German newspaper editorials said that a Black from the cotton fields of Georgia should not be allowed on a Berlin stage. The editorial writers were incensed that Hayes presumed to sing the great music of Schumann and Schubert. It was with trepidation that he stepped out on the stage the night of the performance. He was greeted by boos and hisses. An ordinary man would have fled to the wings. But Hayes had a strong faith in God, and he had courage. He stood beside the piano and bowed his head. He prayed, not for himself, but for the audience before him. 2 minutes passed. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. And he continued to stand silently until the auditorium finally became still. Then he sang. The concert was a success. Critics praised Hayes for his interpretation of the German classics, as well as the Black spirituals that made up his program. Courage, said Dorothy Bernard, is fear that has said its prayers. Mark Twain said essentially the same thing. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Courage is not reserved for battlefields. Most of us are called upon to be courageous during the course of an ordinary day. It takes courage for a parent to say no. It takes courage for teenagers to resist alcohol and drugs when many of their friends are not. It takes courage for someone in business to take a loss, redeeming a defective product. Sometimes it takes courage just to be yourself. Roland Hayes, for one, knew this all too well. Leave me a comment about a time in your life when you had to demonstrate courage. Also, head on over to motivationalcheck.com to get your daily dose of inspiration and motivation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.